One is on the IT laws. You know, in your DNP address, you also spoke about how the nature of internet itself has changed and how we are grappling with a completely new internet. So, you know, we know that the government was working on a Digital India bill. Is there a need for a complete overhaul of IT laws? And lastly, will India follow in Australia and France's footsteps in age-gating social media platforms, restricting social media for people under 16? What has been decided there?
See, in the Digital Personal Data Protection Act, we created a totally new template for the world, which is recognized everywhere. So many ministers have told me across the world they would like to have this as the template rather than the European template with the GDPR template, which is very prescriptive, which is very, very cumbersome, and it basically doesn't have any scope for innovation to come up. We wanted innovation, pro-innovation, but simultaneously the safety of citizens is very important. So we wanted to balance that, and the same approach we'll follow in our current thought process. The nature of internet has actually changed. Internet, when we were students, and the way in the last few decades, actually in the last 10 years, 15 years, the nature of internet had substantially changed. Platforms are the primary mode through which every kind of content, whether it is news or music or films, or every content is basically today disseminated using the platforms. So therefore, it's very important that we take the right measures for, one, protecting our children, two, the social institutions which are there, the institutions of family, the institutions in our society, the judiciary, the way our parliament functions, the way our constitution has created the institutions, they all have to be protected and strengthened so that the society remains harmonious. Three, there is a huge barrage of deepfakes, barrage of synthetically generated content where nobody's consent is taken. An anchor's deepfake selling some medicine. Let's say finance minister's deepfake saying about some investments.
Yeah.
Those things have to be kind of checked. So deepfakes, or rather any synthetic content, somebody's somebody's personality used to create some synthetic content, there has to be a consent of that person. So those constructs are today very important. There are so many misleading advertisements on the social media. There are issues about cybercrime. We have seen so many issues of cyber fraud and cyber crime where especially the people who are retired, they are basically digitally arrested and the bank accounts are kind of taken control of. Those things have to be controlled. Those things have to be checked. So that is where the role of the social media platforms and all other intermediaries has to become very important. We have seen how things, the rumors spread so rapidly. So it's very important that those guardrails in the society are put in place at this point of time before the problem becomes too big, and we are very closely interacting with the industry. Platforms have shown a lot of appreciation for this approach. In fact, without taking any names, all the top leaders that I met during this summit and in Davos previously, they all share the concern. They all share the concern. They also are parents, right? End of the day, CEO of a large tech platform is also a parent. They also have the same concern that any other parent would have. They also are living in the same society. They also have the same concerns that any other citizen would have. So they understand this. We have very clearly assured that for us, innovation is very important and citizens' protection in the online space is as important as innovation. So that right balance is what we are driving at.